Hello, I'm Daniel, and welcome to the Emunah Project. We here at the Emunah Project are continuing our series of videos with respect to inspiration and information. What we're going to do this evening is talk a little bit about the upcoming holy day of Shavuos. Holy days of Shavuos, 2 days outside of Israel, 1 day in Israel. And, some things you may not know. I've always thought that Shavuos is kind of like getting shortchanged when it comes to the holy days. We have Rosh Hashanah is a big deal, Yom Kippur, holiest day of the year. We have Sukkot. Everyone gets excited, building a sukkah, eating in a sukkah, Passover, the Seders. Somehow Shavuos is like seemed to me like the poor cousin of the Jewish holidays. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a few things. We're going to learn a little bit about Shavuos. First of all, the name Shavuos, the Shavuot, weeks, the plural of Shavua, which is weeks. Sometimes Shavua is week. Sometimes you'll hear after Shabbos people saying Shavua Tov, a good week. Plural, Shavuos, Shavuot. It's also called Yom HaBikurim. The day of the first fruits, the first harvest happens at this time. The first grains, the grain harvest figures prominently in the book of Ruth, which is read on Shavuos. It's called Yom HaKatzir, the harvest festival. In the Talmud, it's called Atzeres. The stopping of the counting of the Omer, the stopping of the 7 weeks, and of course Zman Matan Torah, the time of the giving of our Torah. So Shavuos. Some minhagim, some customs. One of the customs is to eat dairy. Some people have completely dairy meals, no meat. And some people have a small dairy meal, a break, and then they'll have a fleishik meal, a meat meal. You can go either one depending on your minig. Another custom is to stay up late, study. There's a medrash which says that the night before the Jews were to receive the Torah, everyone went to bed early, they got a good night's sleep, and they slept in, and Moshe Rabbeinu had to run around waking people up, and God shows up and says, why am I here? And there's nobody here to receive me, so chas v'sholom, something like that should never happen again. We stay up all night and we study. Okay, the dairy thing. Where did the dairy thing come from? Well, there's a lot of dairy connections with Shavuos. I'm going to give you some. First of all, at Matan Torah, when the Creator gave us the Torah on Shavuos, we didn't know the laws of keeping kosher. We didn't, we hadn't received those laws yet. So we had dairy, but the Torah was given to us on a Shabbos. So you can't slaughter animals on Shabbos, and you can't kosher your utensils on Shabbos, so dairy was like the only option. Also, an interesting connection with respect to the word dairy and Shavuos. The word dairy, halav, chet is worth 8, lamed is 30, vet is 2, 38 and 2, 40, representing the 40 days that Moshe Rabbeinu was up on Har Sinai. A little connection over there. On Shavuos, the first day of Shavuos, the 10 Commandments are read in the synagogue. Everyone comes out. The synagogue is decorated in flowers and greenery. Why? Because it is said that at Matan Torah, when Hashem gave us the Torah, the Har Sinai, which is in the wilderness, burst into blooms and flowers and greenery at the time. So in order to remember this, what we do is we set up the flowers and the greeneries and the things. A lot of synagogues do that. And everyone comes out to the reading of the 10 Commandments, men, women, elderly, and children, especially children. What's the big deal about the children? Well, hearing the 10 Commandments is an important thing, but also children have a special connection to Shavuos in this way. The Medrash says that when God gave the Jewish people the Torah, God wanted a guarantor. Basically, He wanted a guarantor, and the Jewish people, we suggested different things, none of which were to Hashem's satisfaction. And then what happens is we says, well, our children who will learn Torah for generation after generation, they'll be the guarantor, and that one was accepted by the Creator immediately. So children have an extra special merit to be there for the reading of the 10 commandments. So that's a little bit of basic Shavuos insight, a little input going into the holidays. I hope you have a wonderful Shabbos and a wonderful Chag Sameach and Zman Matan Toirasenu. I hope you have a very creamy, cheese-tastic Shavuos. We'll be doing more videos after Yontif. And until then, on behalf of the Emunah Project, I'm Daniel, and thank you too much.